Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet. Voice you know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by the Family Forest Carbon Program, where we help family forest owners get paid to improve the health of their woods. Let's check in with Joel Panorwood, who visits with Whitney Short of Pettisville High School about her latest experience with Grow Next Gen, a project of the Ohio Soybean Council and your soybean checkoff.
And joining me is Miss Whitney Short. She's an agriculture educator at Pettisville High School. Tell us a little bit about what we saw in the classroom.
Sure. So this is my greenhouse management class, which is a little bit of a unique spin on the lab we did today. These students have been working with plants all year long in the greenhouse, learning more about plant growth, how we take care of plants, how we do things in the greenhouse. And so what we wanted to do is transition a little bit into that end product. What's the purpose of these plants? We use plants for beautification of the home, for outside. Then we talk about soybeans, and we can talk about food production for both animals and humans. And so a lot of other products that we can make. So today we took the chapstick lab that's brought by Grow Next Gen, and students took soybeans and made them into chapstick here in the classroom.
And it's all kinds of different colors and different flavors in one class period as something that they could take home and kind of show their friends.
Yes, I think it was really neat too, because it really puts it into perspective for them. Really the end goal of why we take care of these plants and what we're doing, that we can turn them into something that's useful.
Let's talk about your involvement with Grow Next Gen over the years. Tell us about it.
I was asked to go on the very first trip to Commodity Classic probably over 10 years ago. We went and we brainstormed and we experienced Commodity Classic, and we sat down together and kind of dreamed. It was a really cool experience with several other educators from around Ohio, mostly science teachers who I didn't know before I went. From then, we helped dream that and put it into action. And then since then, I've been involved with developing curriculum, sharing Grow Next Gen resources, going out and doing professional development sessions for teachers to expose them, to get more people to see the resources that are available to them.
Brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers. What's, the importance of connecting the end product with the things that are grown in the fields right around here?
Yesterday, when I was talking with my students about soybeans, what are soybeans used for? They kind of looked at me and I thought, oh my goodness, we're missing this. We have soybean fields all around this school, and they still aren't completely sure what soybeans are used for. And so just helping them be more aware. When I drive by a soybean field, yes, they're soybeans, but what exactly is a soybean? What is it used for? When you look at the vegetable oil bottle and you turn it over and see the ingredient that says soybean oil, most people don't realize that. And so I just think it's really important for all students as future consumers to put those connections together. And Grow Next Gen is what makes it so cool, because we have science teachers who are doing the same thing that those students might not otherwise understand what a soybean's used for.
GrowNextGen.org. I encourage you to go check it out. Even if you're not a teacher, there's some really cool things out there. Grow Next Gen is a project of Ohio Soybean Council and Soy Checkoff.
And thanks, Joel and Whitney. You can see their classroom experience online now at ohioagnet.com. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
Sunny, warm, and dry here for the next few days. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you. Beautiful day today with the sun dominating, and we're going to put together a dry and sunny day tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday as well. Now, Thursday and Friday, there is some moisture trying to build up to the north over the Great Lakes. That's going to try and make its presence known down here. If you are in northwest Ohio, I guess I won't rule out some Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening scattered showers, but everywhere else it stays dry. I think the weekend is where we see most of Ohio getting precipitation. Saturday through a Sunday and even into early Monday, anywhere from a quarter to 1 inch of moisture coming there. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Time now for the Midday Market Analysis provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
This is Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile providing your USDA Crop Progress Report update. For the week ending June 8th, the USDA reported that national corn planting is 94% completed, which is right on par with the 5-year average. However, here in Ohio, we are 89% planted, which is 5% behind the 5-year average. The national corn crop Good to Excellence rating improved 2% to 71%, and the Ohio rating improved 12% to now be 58% Good to Excellent. National soybean planting is 90% completed, which is 4% ahead of last year and 2% ahead of the 5-year average. Soybeans here in Ohio, however, planting pace is at 84%. National soybean crop rating improved 1% to 68% good to excellent, and the Ohio crop rating improved 3% to 53% good to excellent. And finally, national winter wheat good to excellence improved 2% to now be 54%. And we had Ohio down 1% at 67% good to excellence. Please visit our website, lifemercantile.com, to learn more about grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. July corn up 2 3/4 at $4.36 1/4. December new crop down a penny at $4.37. July beans up 7 1/4 at $10.63 1/4 cent. November up 3 1/4 at $10.34. July wheat down 5 at $5.37. June cattle down 22 at $226.77. June lean hogs up a dime at $102.87. September feeder cattle up 60, make it 55 cents at $311.25. This is the Ohio AgNet.